When there's no light and tone, there's uh, it happens to be quieter. The forms are quieter. When you use light and tone, you can move light and tone, and it creates a more emotional impression of the form. And the eye can move through it, and you can guide the eye through it with light and tone. And you see that with El Greco. That's why his forms dance. If you looked at an Italian painting of the same subject, um, you might not get that much unless it was a Caravaggio or something. Caravaggio uses a lot of light and tone, but he went a different way with it than El Greco, for instance. Um, if you look at Raphael, for instance, very quiet, not real dramatic in terms of the light and tone variation. More so with Michelangelo. But a lot of people like Raphael because it's serene and quiet and it has a sense of uh, spirit of its own. And so you get a lot of people that like that because it brings them to a quieter state rather than involves them in a drama. I was listening to this whole thing about talks about Meat Loaf today because he just died. You know who Meat Loaf is, Mark? Okay. Yeah, well, the
I
thing is
saw he was
that
a singer.
he was a singer and he was extremely dramatic, but he when he did his rock and roll, he was extremely dramatic. But he was a guy that as a singer also did a lot of uh, musicals, stage production kind of thing. And you see he brought that drama into his singing. And if you look at, two or three of his great pieces, they just kick up a lot of dust when he sings, more than a lot of the rock and rollers. He just manages to kick it up and keep it in the air. Um,
Rocky Horror Picture Show, Carl.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, for instance. Yeah, right. And yeah, he's kind of unique, even though his voice is typically rock and roll. So you see, we all develop these manners. We become mannerists, and in a way, that's what makes us unique. Okay, so I expect that everybody will go that way. All I'm trying to do is to make sure everybody has developed the skill level to make the best possible choices. Right. So we talk about stages 1, 2, and 3, but not 4. 1, 2, and 3 is about skill, and 4 is about art. And 4 is your business. Unless you're working for a studio and they want you to do it a certain way, it's up to you to decide who you are as an artist outside of, working in a studio condition. So nobody has a right to tell you what you should be doing or shouldn't be doing. Um, you don't discover new things if you stay with, only, color inside the lines, so to speak. So first of all, we need to find out what the lines are, and then you can explore and dance around. I better go over now to these other pieces, or we will not get to them.